What's good? It's your boy Herb Tutter, man. Welcome back to my show, Life Lessons. This episode is about when you know better, you do better. Me and my mother used to have these conversations of understanding that, you teach people how to treat you. So she would tell me decade after decade what would pretty much be going on. So when I was a teenager, you accept all disrespect from everybody because you're trying to be accepted by everybody. By the 20s, you recognize it, but you're still trying to figure out if you can say what you feel without consequence. By your 30s, you start realizing that, man, most of the times I'm getting stabbed in the back by people that I call friends or family because my enemies are standing in front of me. By your 40s, you're understanding who you need to let go of and how you need to let go of them. By your 50s, you're quiet enough to allow people to just walk out of your life because they about to do both of y'all a huge favor. You know, my mother said this and it just rang true, and God rest her soul. You teach people how to treat you. So if you have a better understanding of who you are and you're not stuck in those 4 block radiuses, and that's just everybody, not black, white, orange, purple, it's everybody. When you decide to get out of your environment and experience something different, you see different things. So that means you understand differently. We all are sitting in these 4 block radiuses, and social media has us believing that we can say and do anything we want to do with no consequence. When we were growing up, because I'm a Gen Xer, when we were growing up, if you had something to say, you had to say that right to that person, which means that if it was going down, then hey, man, you got to get ready for that. But I've always been that person that if it's going down, then let's get it over with. I noticed that when I got off the block and I got into the workforce, a lot of people in the workforce are people that was quiet as a church mouse in the hood. So now they have education and know-how, and they know you need it. So instead of them trying to figure out how do they better themselves, they try to belittle you in order to make themselves feel better. So those type of people, I definitely don't need in my life, because if you have to belittle me to make yourself feel better, then it's never going to be enough. Excuse me, that's your fault that you allowed yourself to be taken advantage of or whatever, especially when you become an adult. When you're an adult, then whatever happened to you in your childhood was your childhood. Understanding that situation, if you feel like you can't be around any of those people, don't be no punk all your life. Get those people out your life. When you know better, you do better. When it comes down to people understanding who I am, if you're going to make me your villain, then I'm going to be my hero. I used to match people's energies all the time because I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. But understand, I was in that 4 block radius. So again, like I say, when you know better, you do better. When you see different things, then you understand it. Now I don't have to match your energy. I just close the door. Time is one of the most valuable things on the face of this earth. And why would I waste my time on a person that's wasting time? Again, I'm going to say that. Why would I waste my time on people that are wasting time? We don't live forever. And I always felt like I was here for a real reason. To me, it's understanding that when you understand your worth and wealth, no one can treat you less than. When it comes to my kids, I've always tried to, especially the adult ones, but now the younger ones. Hey, man, if you are in a desperate need of a friend, then it's you. It isn't the person that's trying to be your friend or trying to treat you. You know what I'm saying? It's you. You got to know your worth and wealth when you come into these arenas, because people will make you less than in order to get a joke on you or to make you look less than to their friends, or belittle you or anything like that. So, man, respecting yourself is that way. I always tell my kids, because, man, I was the block, but I got respect because I came in the door respecting people. If we didn't, if it didn't match, then, hey, man, it is what it is. If we say it twice, then, we mean business for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what we doing, then we doing that. But in that same situation, look, I come from the southeast side of Chicago. A whole Administrative assistant 3. You know what I'm saying? Right under the dean. Come on, my guy. Who would have thought that this guy would have been doing that? You know what I'm saying? But let's go to my career. Musically, I've been doing this for decades. I've been this guy, and I said it was my album. I am who I say I am. When my mother passed, I had a few people that thought the lick was sweet. And I appreciate those people because they woke me back up, because I'm sitting in a fetal position, scared to feel again, because I don't want to lose anybody. I've lost my mom, and now my cousin / sister, which is really my sister, Earlene. Can't nobody say nothing about these two women, because these two women had my back since I was young. Earlene was born December 25th. I was born December 26th, same year. We was like twins everywhere we went. Earlene stayed with me, and my mom and my dad. Come on, man. Real spit. These ladies have had my back since I was very, very young. So I am not taking any disrespect. But guess what I've learned is that the support that they've had, why am I pretending with people that didn't have that same support? Because my mother and father taught me that if you got $20 and somebody need it and you don't, then shell it out, help out, do what you got to do. But trust me, man, I've been put here for a real reason. So I'm going to do what I need to do to shine. But I'm not going to stop for anybody that is afraid to be their own hero. So here's what I say. When you know better, you do better. Now that I know better and I came out of this situation, there is no generational manipulation, racial manipulation, or none of that falls on me, because I do know that if it's all of one thing, then it ain't going to succeed. I don't care what it is. If it's all of one thing, it's not going to succeed. We don't want to see each other actually move forward, but we don't want to get off the couch. I'm going to tell you, man, every nationality is in my life right now. And man, I'm going to tell you right now, the support is huge, and I understand my circle, and I keep my circle small. Like my mother said, your circle gets smaller as you get older. It's right where it's supposed to be, 100%. And I'm not one of those guys that's afraid to say, I'm allowing you up out of my life. I'm keeping that door open so you can keep it moving. And then I'm closing it behind you, because there is no refriending or refamilying that situation. Why? Why would we do that? Because if you stab me in my back, what makes me think that you're not going to do it again? And if you feel like I stabbed you in your back, what makes you think that I wouldn't do it again? So how about we just stay away from each other? So when you know better, you do better. Do right by everybody. Do right by your people, because you and your maker see it. It's your boy Herb, man. You know how we do it. I always take a shotty shot. And now I take a shotty shot for my mom and my sister. Bully, sweet. Smooth. Hey, when you know better, do better. Work on you. Don't have social media thinking that you can say and do whatever you want to say and do with no consequences or repercussions. Work on you. Trust. You'll find out. That's hard. It's your boy Herb Dot, man. Come on back. I got plenty more.